ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to our ISKCON Buddha official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 20. The following summary of this chapter is given by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Amrit Prabha Bhashya. When Sri Sanatana Goswami was imprisoned by Nawab Hussain Shah, he received news from Rupa Goswami that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had gone to Mathura. Sanatana Goswami thereafter satisfied the superintendent of the jail by sweet solicitation and bribery. After giving the jailer 7,000 gold coins, Sanatana Goswami was released. He then crossed the Ganga and fled. One of his servants, Ishana, followed him, carrying 8 gold coins. Sanatana Goswami and his servant then spent the night in a small hotel on the way to Banaras. The hotel owner knew that Sanatana Goswami and his servant had 8 gold coins, and he decided to kill them and take the money. Making plans in this way, the hotel owner received them as honorable guests. Sanatana Goswami, however, asked his servant how much money he had, and taking 7 of the gold coins, Sanatana offered them to the hotel owner. Thus the owner helped them cross the hilly tract and proceeded toward Varanasi. On the way, Sanatana Goswami met his brother-in-law Srikant at Hajipura, and Srikant helped him after he had heard about all Sanatana's troubles. The Sanatana Goswami finally arrived at Varanasi and stood before the door of Chandrasekhar. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called him in and ordered him to change his dress so that he would look like a gentleman. So this is gentleman's dress. This is ISKCON dress, people. That is gentleman's dress. For his garment, he used an old cloth of Tapan Mishra's. Later, he exchanged his valuable blanket for a torn quilt. At this time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased with him, and thus Sanatana Goswami received knowledge of the absolute truth from the Lord himself. First, they discussed the constitutional position of the living entities, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained to Sanatana Goswami how the living entity is one of Lord Krishna's energies. After this, the Lord explained the way of devotional service. While discussing the absolute truth, Sri Krishna, the Lord, analyzed Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, as well as the expansions of the Lord called Swayam Rupa, Tadekatma, and Abhesa, which are divided into various branches known as Vaibhava and Prabhava. Thus the Lord described the many forms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He also described the incarnations of God within the material world, incarnations such as the Purusha Avataras, Manvantara Avataras, Guna Avataras, and Shaktavis Avataras. The Lord also discussed the divisions of Krishna as different ages, such as Balya and Poganda, and the different pastimes of the different ages. He explained how Krishna attained his permanent form when he reached youth. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained and described everything to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami is an incarnation of the Lord. 4 sons of Brahma, Sanak Sanatan, Sanat Kumar. He appeared as this Sanatan, appeared as the Sanatana Goswami in Mahaprabhu's pastimes. So verse 1 says, Bande Anantadhutei Surjyam Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhum Nichopi Jat Prasadat Syad Bhakti Shastra Pravartakaha. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who has unlimited wonderful opulences. By his mercy, even a person born as the lowest of men can spread the signs of devotional service. Verse 100 says, Apanar hitaita kichuna jani gramya bhavahar pandita tai satyamani. I don't know what is beneficial for me or what is detrimental. Nonetheless, in ordinary dealings, people consider me a learned scholar, and I am asking I am also thinking of myself as such, a learned scholar. So 102. So he asked Mahaprabhu, Ke ami kene amai jare tapatra ya nahi jani ke manitaha. Who am I? Why do the threefold miseries always give me trouble? If I don't know this, how can I be benefited? So verse 108. Jiver Surubha Krishna Nityadas, Krishna Tadastha Sakti Bheda Bheda Prakash. सूर्यांश किरण जैसे अग्नि जलाशय स्वाभाविक कृष्ण रतिन प्रकार शक्ति है. It is the living entity is considered position to be an eternal servant of Krishna because he is the marginal energy of Krishna and a manifestation simultaneously one with and different from the Lord. Like a molecular particle of sunshine or fire, Krishna has three varieties of energies. So verse 117. कृष्ण बोली सही जीव अनादि बहिर्मुख अतएव मायाधारे देह संसार दुख. Forgetting Krishna, the living entity has been attracted by the external feature from time immemorial. Therefore, the illusory energy Maya gives him all kinds of misery in his material existence. 118. कबू स्वर्गे उठाए कबू नरके डुबाए दंडे जने राजा जेना नदीते चुगाए. In the material condition, the living entity is sometimes raised to higher planetary systems and material prosperity, and sometimes drowned in a hellish situation. His state is exactly like that of a criminal whom a king punishes by submerging him in water and then raising him again from the water. So verse 120. Sadhu Shastra Kripa Jadi Krishnanmukha Sei Jiva Nistare Maya Tahar Chada. If the conditioned soul becomes Krishna conscious by the mercy of saintly persons who voluntarily preach scriptural injunctions and help him to become Krishna conscious, the conditioned soul is liberated from the clutches of Maya, who gives him up. Verse 122. माया मुग्ध जीवेर नहीं सुता कृष्ण ज्ञान जीवेर कृपाय कैला कृष्ण वेद पुराण. The conditioned soul cannot revive this Krishna consciousness by his own effort, but out of causeless mercy, Lord Krishna compiled the Vedic literature and its supplements to the Puranas. So verse 123. शास्त्र गुरु आत्मा रूपे अपना जनान Krishna Mohan Prabhu Dada Jivir Hai Gyan. The forgetful and conditioned soul is educated by Krishna through the Vedic literatures. They realize scriptural master, spiritual master, and the super soul. Through these, he can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is, and he can understand that Lord Krishna is his eternal master and deliverer from the process of Maya. In this way, one can acquire real knowledge of his conditioned life and can come to understand how to attain liberation. So verse 143. Veda Shastre kahe sambandha avideya pravajana Krishna Krishna Bhakti Prema Tina Mahadana. In the Vedic literatures, Krishna is the central point of attraction and his service is our activity. And to attain the platform of love of Krishna is life's ultimate goal. Therefore, Krishna service, and love of Krishna are the three great riches of life. Verse 144. Vedadi Sakala Shastre Krishna Mukhya Sambandha Tar Gandhe Anusange Jai Maya Bandha. Saritar Gyane Anusange Jai Maya Bandha. In all revealed scriptures, beginning with the Vedas, the central point of attraction is Krishna. When complete knowledge of him is realized, the bondage of Maya, the illusory energy, is automatically broken. So verse 146. Mukhya Gauna Vritti Kimba Anvaya Vitrike Vedera Pratigya Kevala Kahaye Krishna ke. When one accepts the Vedic literature by by interpretation or even by dictionary meaning, directly or indirectly. The ultimate declaration of Vedic knowledge points to Lord Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So the Lord has various pastimes or manifestations, etc. I will discuss in part 2. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.